Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of ISE 2017. We're here in Amsterdam. We're on the Scala stand in Hall 8. It's stand K227, so come and have a look. It's one of our regular lunchtime shows. We're going to try and pronounce the surname correctly. I'm going to look at my little notes. Matthijs, Buijs.
Well, that's pretty good for an English guy.
Thank you.
Matthijs, Buijs for Dutch viewers.
We don't have that vowel in our language, but we'll call you Matthijs. Co-founder of Quinn, one of the well-known Scala partners here in continental Europe. And we have with us as well Nick Weichelt.
Pretty good for a first.
I'm getting some good. Okay, I'll get a 6 out of 10 maybe for both of you for that one. So Nick is a recent Scala manager. You've been around Scala for about 8 or 9 years, but you're a recent.
True. Yeah.
Tell us about your life before Scala, which involves Scala, of course.
Now, my life before Scala, I was an assistant division manager. But the main problem for me, not for the company, but just for me, is that it was all about selling the hardware.
Right.
Because I was a customer journey creator, a software marketing person, a content-driven person.
You like seeing the whole solution.
Yep.
And all got stuff together.
So for that reason, I called Scala.
Yeah. Scala are always on the lookout for good people. If anybody's watching this program, we know that Chris Regan, the new owner of Scala, always on the good lookout. We actually interviewed a lady, maybe not well known in continental Europe, although she works here, Pat Deely. She runs an AV jobs business, and she said the whole AV jobs boom sector and digital science is booming. They can't get enough good people. But the one thing that you guys in continental Europe have an advantage over us, which is funny because I can't pronounce your surnames, is that she's really speaking another language other than English. That's the key thing she wants. She says dozens of jobs. So I'm looking for really good people. So tell us a little bit about Quinn. You've done some really good jobs. We know you actually from Bry Live.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that anybody going around here won't know that Bry Live was put together by you and is running the whole Scala. So tell us about Bry Live.
Well, in essence, Bry Live is a very interesting wayfinding system. Because over 700 screens really show you around the whole venue. When you think about it, ISE is probably the worst venue to come to get wayfinding because the stands and the screens are.
It might be one of the only shows that uses all 14 or 15 halls.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know there's some big shows here, and they're building a hotel next door to handle the size of the shows and things. But it must be one of the only ones that use it.
Absolutely, and the key thing for the RAI is that with only 1 or 2 staff people, they can really plan out the whole ISE venue in a few days. They don't have to think about what to put on what screen. Right. We actually calculate it for them based on advanced algorithms. Yeah. The thing is, they just want to make sure they look in the map, they draw in where the good stuff is happening. Yeah. They prioritize that message. We'll make sure it comes to the correct screens. Right.
So it's a great project.
Yeah,
great project. And anybody who's found their way around the RAI over the last 3 days will know how invaluable it is to have a good wayfinding system, which is digital, which is our business. Funnily enough, we actually, Andrew and I, our floor manager today, took a live feed from the RAI a couple of years ago when we helped, we had a stand with NEC, we used Scala, and we took a feed from the RAI to actually do the content on our screens to say what event was up next. You know, like Chris Regan was presenting at 10 o'clock at the Digital Signage Summit, or there's an AV, Women in AV event, whatever else. And it was really very, very useful, very clever. But that was like 2007, so it must have had a couple of refreshes, at least with hardware since then.
Absolutely, hardware and software. Although some hardware of those days still exists, it still powers up. But the thing is, especially from a software and a workflow perspective, you continuously evaluate it and improve the product to make it easy, handleable for the staff.
So Nick, how does it work in Scala with, you're the account manager?
True, for the BeNeLux.
Yeah, so you look after this guy?
I look after him, yeah. The first time
is he easy to look after? He's a long-time Scala. He's been with Scala for over 10 or 11 years.
Yeah, true. He's a fixture.
He's a fixture.
He's a
Thank you.
well-known.
I'm sure that's a positive one.
Yeah, it's very positive. Yeah. But I think we have to know our partners better, and the way you treat your partners is different for everyone. So they want to have a bit of different treatment than a normal partner, but they deserve it because they do good.
Right. So you've been involved in the latest one that they've been working on, the KPN, or is that before your day?
That's before my day.
Okay. Yeah. So tell us about KPN is one of the most exciting retail things that we've seen. It's a brilliant project. It's unfortunate that we'll never get to see it outside of the Netherlands, I guess, because KPN are only in the Netherlands area. Tell us about it. I mean,
Yeah, sure.
if anybody's here at the ISE and the Rhine, they want to go shopping, which I'm sure they do. You find a KPN retail store very well on the.
Absolutely. KPN has the incumbent Dutch telco, of course, has stores in any city in Amsterdam as well. But the most beautiful store to visit is actually in Ireland, which is a beautiful city, 10 minutes trains out.
Right.
And what you see with KPN is, of course, that telco retail has evolved throughout the years. Of course, customers behave differently than they did in the past, but the services have changed as well. And a key aspect of retailing telco services and products is to really try and bring across the experience of using telecoms.
Right. How many screens are there in each store?
If you look at your average telco store, there's 40 video screens. We've actually clustered into big 8K touch screens. So it's probably the biggest iPad alive in that aspect. And we've created this experience to really try and give a canvas to beautiful content, which really lets you feel the telecom.
When you started that project 18 months ago, you had the idea you maybe had 20 stores, but you're aiming for 100 stores. So
yeah, absolutely.
That's quite complex and lots to manage.
Yeah,
do you do the management as well?
Yeah, absolutely. We do it from A to Z. We're pretty much the right hand of KPN with regards to further enhancing the concept, and we deliver pretty much all technology needed. From the network aspect to digital signage with Scala and Interact.
This is something you like to talk about, is retail, digital signage 2.0 moving to 3.0.
Yeah, very important thing for us. Normally people and other companies, they push content to screens. We think at Scala, our vision is that's how it's done. That's all. So we want to go to the next level in digital signage, and that's exactly what KPN was doing together with. They have a lot of information, they collect a lot of information about the customer behavior, they put it in analytics, they give it to the marketing department of KPN, and they get insights about the customer behavior of the customer of KPN. Right, that's exactly what
it's all about data, traffic analysis.
Big data, traffic analysis.
Yeah. And the consumer being in control.
Absolutely. And of course, that's why we like working with Scala. They understand there's no other. It's great to have a good product, but it's even more important to have good data to feed the product. So if you look at the way KPN organizes its stores, they really try to create a customer journey for their clientele, from maybe sitting at home on an iPad and browsing through the portfolio to entering the store, experiencing the products, and even the aftercare. And that's a big feat to do. If you think about it, an in-store experience, to have that picture perfect and really connected to the way people want to shop and want to behave is difficult enough. The aim is even higher.
But 100 stores is pretty big.
It's pretty big from Dutch standards. That's countrywide.
Right.
And what you see is that, of course, KPN does a lot of online sales as well. What they see is that in the cities where we deploy these stores, they actually see online traffic and online revenues surging as well.
But it's nice to see that it's going out. I mean, in the UK, we have lots of good retail stores, but they're often very much just flagship stores. So it might be 1 or 2 stores in Oxford Circus or Oxford Street or in a Westfield shopping mall. I don't think there are that many ones where it's stores.
No, absolutely. It's really important actually to make every store a flagship store.
Let me just talk about the show for a second. I mean, you probably haven't had a great deal of time to go off the stand here. But did you used to come to ISE before you were a Scala employee?
Yeah. For 8 years.
Yeah.
That's my 9th time.
So go back to that time. When you came, first of all, would you have come if you didn't live in Holland?
Yeah.
You would?
Yeah.
You would have travelled to come?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And what was the first thing you came to look at when you came to the show? Because this is the big problem. I was talking to your CEO, your CEO, Chris Reed, yesterday, and we're interviewing him later today here on the stand as well. And if you had an end user, you had KPN, they didn't have you to guide them. If they walked into the door, they wouldn't know where to go. They'd go to LG and somebody would sell the screens, and they'd go to Samsung, someone would sell the screens.
True, that's a very difficult one, but I think that's also the advice from us to people. When you come to the ISE, please look after what you want to do, what you want to see, and what you want to reach, and go directly. Meet your.
They may not know what they want. They might see. If you think about your customer journey with
Exactly.
KPN,
Exactly.
they think, I want some screens in my windows, or I want the screens in the QSR, some of the back of house. They're going to go to a screen manufacturer. They're going to come to Scala. There's nowhere else to go. I mean, Scala is probably the closest to a solutions provider. Samsung and LG don't have solutions.
True, but for
They don't
example,
have partners like Quinn who can lead you.
but we can connect them.
Right, but they don't know how to find. They know how to find them. They don't know how to come to you first. The average, we're doing lots of work at the moment with smart cities and things. And you talk to mayors and building supervisors, town planners. We talk about digital out digital social. They don't know what the terms mean. So they wouldn't. I know Scala is the best known brand in our industry, but people outside of it still don't know anything about it.
When we look through our search engine website, we see that people are looking on the term information system for narrowcast and digital signs.
Right.
They don't know how
You
to
don't like narrowcast. That was the big term.
I've actually banned it in our company.
That was always the thing, narrowcasting. I think actually the whole industry could have easily turned to be narrowcasting. That was the thing. I remember the early days when we did work with some of the media companies here in the Netherlands. They were real pioneers in Switzerland. Always narrowcasting. Always narrow. You had a big McDonald's project, you remember?
Absolutely, yeah. That was our project.
Was it? Okay, great. So where would you go in the show? You'd come to Scala because you know them, but where else would you go? You want look at screens?
Very good question. Yeah, screens.
Where do you go when you come out? You come to Scala because Scala have got a lovely little home here with their own coffee place. Everybody knows everybody, so you come here and you feel homely. You have a cup of coffee and you're on our show.
Yeah. I absolutely like coming to Scala with customers because Scala, unlike some others, really tries to focus on solutions which can help you further, where some stands are just hardware.
Where do you go to look at new things? I mean, there's so much LED here. I mean, our eyes are burning with the cheap Chinese LED in front of us.
Absolutely.
Where do you go? So many halls.
There's so many halls. I actually personally go to every hall and I go as far from the middle as I can to the little stands because that's where the magic happens.
Right.
That's where the real little pieces of innovation far under the hood are taking place.
Yeah.
And those things give an insight into, let's say, 2020.
Yeah.
Whereas the big stands show what's on offer today, which is relevant, but which
have you seen anything that's exciting you this week?
I've seen quite some things, but too far under the hood to really harass your viewers with, I guess.
Right.
But the little things I like are, of course, the conceptual things I see. So I like Scala here, which really shows how easy pick-up and lift systems can be.
Well, all the content's put in context, which is the big thing. You don't get very many of them. You still get people playing out DVDs and things on there. So what's your favourite part of the Scala? Is it lift and learn, or
I think the razor mouse. Yeah, interesting for me. But in general, the way we present solutions, it's not about it's about what you can do. It's about inspiring our customers to show them what you can do with digital signs. It's all about here understanding about lift something, move something, and something will happen.
or the coffee ordering system, which you guys pioneered so many years ago?
People tell us about a coffee solution. That is for them a great way. It's nice to see that you can order a coffee in a different way, and go to
Somebody has gone.
Sorry, another aspect, I think ISE and trade venues like this are unmistakably important for me as a system integrator.
Okay.
If I think about the KPN smart walls, it's screens, it's huge touch frames, it's connects, it's advanced ways to really mount the screens. And we know we can do this because we see it here.
Right.
So for us, it's continuously adding to the envelope, refining our knowledge, finding new stuff. And a KPN store wouldn't exist without trade shows where these things can be put together.
Are there any shows that you go, vertically focused shows that you go to?
Absolutely, from a quick perspective, of course, if we are present ourselves, it will always be a vertical show, like Euroshop, for example, or shops where our customers really go to find solutions.
Right. So Euroshop is every 3 years?
Yeah.
And that's this March?
It's this March, you should go. Don't miss it.
March is a busy month.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And of course, to really understand the drivers behind the business, I think shows are NRF. And also the digital signage booths are really important.
There's a big difference on the show over here in the ISE, where more ecosystem integration over here understand. And I think that to Euroshop, for example, for end users.
Right. Yeah, we went to NRF this year, saw the Scala stand there, and that was our first year at the show. Like it was our first year at NRF. The amount of retailers on the show floor were amazing. It was a target-rich environment. I know that Chris has got big plans to show Scala, Stratocash, and NeoCast, the 3 companies he's brought together on a big stand at NRF on the top level. We've got a big, so 2 different levels. So, okay, I think we're ready to end that. We need somebody to turn off the button. But I'd like to thank you both for coming on. It's been very good.
Thanks for the invite.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.